Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Diamonds and Dew, especially those returning guests. If you're new, again, come on in, have a seat, relax, try to enjoy yourself. I am Lee, and of course,
I am Lenore.
you know her. Everybody tries to give her the show, but it is the Lee and Lenore show.
That is correct.
Oops, I gotta be careful of that.
So if anything goes wrong, it gets blamed on him.
Yeah, right. Knowing you, it's, oh no, if it's right, it's me.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me repair some of what I just damaged. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Before we get into the comments, just so that everybody knows, today is a busy day for us. Not only are we having the Whip and Chat that I'm now filming, we are also going to have the live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Please feel free to come back, enjoy, hit the notification bell and the all tab so that you know when it does come up. Other than that, we'll get on to the comments for now, maybe some stories a little later.
All right, I guess that's my cue.
Yes, it is.
All right, the first comment comes from Christy. Hi, Lee and Lenore. Looks like you are making great progress on your painting. You'll get it done in no time. Thanks for the whip and chat. He is doing really great on this painting. I've been watching it grow.
Yeah, it's nice to actually be able to diamond paint again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I spent far too long watching it sit there sedentary. Was not happy about it. But, when you have back issues, there's not much you can do about it. Um, don't mind us, we're also talking to Cinnamon, who is deciding she wants to try and come and be part of it without being on screen.
She's very shy.
Yeah, she's also a pain in the ass.
No, she isn't. She's a good girl.
Yeah,
She's
she
trying to
is.
get in the bedroom, I think.
Anyway, but thank you for the comment. We do appreciate every one of them. We know that it takes a little bit of time and effort to, stop, leave the comment, think of something to say and all of that good stuff. I know because I do it all the time, forgetting to leave comments, I mean. But other than that, let's see who's got what coming up next.
Okay, the next one is from Happy Little Drills.
Hey!
Great whip and chat, Lee and Lenore. I laughed so hard when you tried singing, Lee.
Well, I keep telling people I can't sing.
I could not wait to see you in your live. Don't hope for too much. Oh, I love it.
Okay. Well, thank you, Hap. We'll see. Hopefully, we'll see you at the live.
The next one is from Linda.
Yeah.
Loved your whip and chat. I tend to just leave a heart when I've watched one. Heart. We'll take all the hearts we can get.
Hey. At least you leave a heart.
That's right.
Again, that's still
That's something.
taking an effort or making an effort. I mean,
Yep.
you know, not being like me and just saying and leaving a thumbs up and moving on. That's what I forgot to do.
For yourself a do.
I forgot to get myself a do.
And I can't get out.
That's right, because I have you trapped.
You do.
Yes, I do.
The next comes from Random No Name.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Lee and Lenore. I took the time to listen to Lenore sing Amazing Grace on the Uncrafty Crafters live. If we can create a sound like that here on Earth, imagine what heaven must sound like. Another fantastic whip and chat. Thank you so much. You have no idea what that means.
Oh boy, looks like people are going to get to watch me struggle again.
Why?
Because I'm having trouble with the glue dots picking up my drills, so it looks like I get to refill my glue dots.
No.
So much fun.
No fun.
Well, anyway, thank you very much. It's appreciated. She does have a beautiful voice, even though sometimes she doesn't think so.
Someday I'll tell you all why I don't think so. And here we have something from Melanie.
Melanie!
Yep. Very musical families. Music brings me so much joy. Music has been a constant in my life. We hope that cough goes away soon. So does Lee.
Believe me, so do I. I on that note, just so everybody knows, even though most of you already do, I do have a case of bronchitis.
Yep.
The meds are helping.
Yeah.
I still have a
Cough.
persistent cough, but I am on the road, as they say, to recovery.
At least he gets a little sleep at night now.
Yeah.
So do I.
Yeah, something about my coughing keeps her awake. I don't know what it could be. Just because I sound like two train wrecks.
I feel so bad for you. All right, the next one comes from Casey, that's me.
Casey.
So funny, Lee. I love that your dad had a great sense of humor. Laughter does the heart good like medicine. It feels good.
Well, as was to phrase Reader's Digest, laughter is the best medicine.
Yep.
I think, anyway. Besides which, with looks like mine,
Stop
you
it.
gotta have a good sense of humor.
The next comment is from the Uncrafty Crafter.
Jenny!
Hey friends, I hope you're both well. I'm going to miss y'all on Thursday night. They do say that absence makes the heart grow fonder. I certainly hope so. I'm sorry about the 22-second video snafu, Lee. I know how frustrating that can be. I'm listening while up late now, diamond painting. Thank you for the company.
Not a problem, Jenny. Yeah, the 22-second snafu. I don't even know how the heck I did it. You know? I mean, if it was a deliberate thing, if I wanted to try and do a time lapse,
Yeah.
I'd never been able to do it. So I have no clue how that happened. As far as the missing us on Thursday, we missed you too.
Yeah.
But at least you had a good time at the retreat.
Yeah. That is the truth.
Which is always the fun part.
Yeah.
You know. I think that's it. I don't think she said anything else that I need to respond to.
Nope. I think you did it good.
Keep in mind, everybody, that I also, when I get the comments in, I also tend to reply in the comment, just so that everybody knows that I've read their comments.
Yeah.
I did miss 2 from last week. I don't remember who they were from because I didn't write them down. But they were good comments. They were, enjoying the chat and whatnot. I think it's What a Friend We Have in Jesus, I think, is, if I remember the name correctly. But those are those.
Get him for not remembering.
Yeah, you can tag me for not remembering.
Okay, the next one is Ditsy's Diamond Den.
Yep, that's Dissy.
I added this to calendar since I have so many notifications I miss some. With a heart, which we love.
Yep, well, that's because she wants to make sure that she hits the live.
Ah.
So she made sure that she put an alarm on it so that it would show up. Hey, guess what? You got a live to go to. like I said, it's going to be interesting because I didn't set anything up ahead of time as far as, I mean, I scheduled the live ahead of time, obviously, because I didn't have much of a choice. But I didn't set, gee, where's the camera going to go? How's it going to look? You know, yada, yada, yada. I didn't do any of that.
No, scared.
So you're going to see all kinds of fun. Should be entertaining, if
Lenore's
nothing else.
shaking in her boots.
Yeah. Why are you shaking in your boots?
Because I'll be nervous. That's all.
Yeah, it's only a camera.
Yeah. The next one comes from Trin, which is unusually short for him.
Her.
Excuse me, Trin. You can kill me now. But any comment we get is well worth it. It says, great chat with 2 hearts, I believe. So we thank you so much.
Yes, like I said, I don't care how long or how short it is.
Comment is comment.
A comment is a comment which adds to my script.
Yep.
Because other than that, I'm not good at winging it.
The next comes from Jackie.
Yep.
Love the mother story floating in the water. I had an aunt who passed away from cervical cancer. She was young. Another great whip and chat. I plan on attending your next live Tuesday. Yay! I prefer country music, especially older country music like Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Loretta Lynn, Lynn Anderson, Jim Reeves, and so forth. I hear MASH in the background. Have a good day. I'm going to have to learn a country song. I've got a couple.
Well, you sing Patsy Cline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So there is that.
there is that. The next one comes from Henny. Hi, Lee and Lenore. Just wanted to say, hope you are all doing well. Have a great week, sweethearts.
Thank you, Henny. That's appreciated. And who was before that? Happy?
Yeah, Jackie?
Jackie?
No, Henny. No, that was Henny.
That was Henny.
Yeah, Jackie.
Okay, what did she say again? Because I wanted to say something.
Love the story, the mother story floating in the water.
Oh, yes, Mom. My mother was good for things like that.
Your mother was good for everything.
Well, I don't know about everything, but, you
Just
know.
be quiet.
Hey, she's my mother. I can say what I want.
Oh, she's my mother.
Yeah. I knew her before you did.
That's true.
So there. Anyway, yeah. Eventually, I'll remember a bunch of other mom stories because I'm sure I have quite a few of them somewhere tucked away in my memory.
How she used to call everybody by everybody else's name.
Yeah. She was one of 13 kids. I wish she'd speak up a little louder so
I was
that,
trying to
you know.
give you room.
I mean, you are part of this, so therefore, if you have a suggestion or if you have something to say it. Anyway, my mother was one of 13, 14 kids, somewhere thereabouts. And when she was getting older and she had the 3 of us kids hanging around, my brother, my sister, and I, she would go to call one of us. Well, first she'd start with my brother. Then she would say me, and then she would turn around and say one of her brothers, and then another one of her brothers, and then transfer to some other person. And I finally turned around and gave her a hint when she turned around and started calling me by my sister's name. Yeah, and she would then go to her sister's name, one of her sister's names, and I'm like, Mother, this is Leon. You know, Junior.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, she would then go, and this is why Tammy gets me every time she says it, because she would turn around and then go, "Oh, shut up!"
Yeah.
And that's what Tammy does. I get going on Tammy. She, "Oh, shut up, Lee."
And speaking of Tammy,
Oh God.
the next one is from Timothy.
Oh, please.
Oh, shut up.
Next week. Well, that's all the time we have for now, ladies and gentlemen.
Howdy, LNL. Lenore, thank you for ignoring Lee and reading all of my comment. I really appreciate that. I generally ignore Lee, unless he says something really smart.
Yeah.
Lee, I knew I was your favorite person in the world. Well, your second favorite. Lenore comes first. That's good, Timothy. I love the fact that you'd take up for me should the time come that I needed help. Of course he would. I promise I won't sit in the corner. I'm going to sit right next to you and bother the heck out of you. I'm happy you're getting to diamond paint more. It looks like your painting is coming along nicely. I'm looking forward to seeing the completion. So is he, and so am I. If you changed 3 things in the world, what would they be and why? Oh, Lord.
Oh, there's the question of the week.
Yeah, and it's a very difficult one. I hope you both are doing well, including your brother. I'll continue to pray for you all. Lee, I can't wait to chat with you again in Discord, even though you're a pest. I always have a blast.
Yeah.
P.S. The story of your mother in the pool is my favorite story so far. That's hilarious. It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm sure it gave the police a little bit of a
Yeah.
chuckle, too.
Yep-a-doop-a-doo.
And here we go. Time for the comedy. As far as your question, Timothy, what 3 things would I change? In the world or
In the
about
world.
me?
In the world.
In the world. Well, good question.
You get an answer?
I don't have an answer, but I have been thinking about it. I think we need a lot of different things. We need to go back to simpler times as far as interpersonal relationship skills. I think we need to get back to better communication rather than everything. People don't write letters anymore. People don't call anymore, really. Everything's in text or,
I call it.
things of that nature. So that's one major aspect, I believe. It helps if I take the film off of this in order to grab the glue dot.
I think people should care about people more like they did. Like when I was growing up, which is a long time ago. But if a neighbor saw one of us hanging out where we shouldn't be, my mother got not a call. The neighbor went over and knocked on the door and told on us. But they watched out for us kids so that we didn't get into anything. People don't do that now. They don't. Sometimes they do. I shouldn't say they don't. Sometimes they do. But we need to take care of ourselves and our friends' kids. And I don't have any kids, so that's the first thing I go to is you need to watch your kids.
Well, the other thing is, I think we have become too much of a throwaway society. What I mean by that is that parents go into nursing homes, parents go into rehabilitation centers,
Something you will.
things of that nature. Instead of back when it used to be, when they stayed at home and were taken care of by family. I think we have far out past that, because now what happens is they turn around and they go, okay, well, they're in the nursing home now. We don't have to worry about them.
That's right.
And then they became the forgotten. And I generalize that, and I know it doesn't happen everywhere or to everyone, but nonetheless, it does happen. And I think it's a shame, and I think we really need to get back to
We lose our history.
family values type of thing. And Lenore's absolutely right. When you do that, you tend to lose your history. I come from a family of a very rich history, but and we did take care of family, but unfortunately, I grew up further away from my grandparents than I would have liked, and I didn't learn a lot of the Native American side of my history. So now I'm at a loss because the where the records were kept for my grandfather, who was adopted, uh, before the age of any kind of computer or anything, the town hall where all the records were kept had burned down.
It happened with my father's too.
So I don't know anything about uh, prior to his adoption, and even then, not even part of his adoption. So I have no clue.
I don't have many clues about my history either, but we try.
I mean, yeah, you got all kinds of programs and whatnot now that you can use, but still, I think that it's a shame that you have to rely on that because people just tend to throw away their parents or grandparents. But again, that's just my opinion. And what did I just do with that damn blue dot?
You threw it away.
Apparently, I did because I can't find it. Ah!
But there's so many things I would change. Would I? Could I? I
Yep.
can't, but we can always hope. We can always change our own little area.
Yeah, well, that's why for the last 30 plus years, between her mother, my father, my mother, her half brother, and his wife, my aunt, we had them all living with us, or we went to them and took care of them, whichever the case may be. Um, so, at least we made some kind of an effort in that sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, other than that, that's about it.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of a long way answer, Tammy, but oh well, you asked for it.
That's right. You asked for it.
You asked for it. But
I got to ask him a question about something. And if he doesn't want to do it, I don't want you guys to know what it is.
don't worry about it.
What about the story with your mother at your father's retirement?
Oh, my father's retirement. Thank you for reminding me. My father retired from the Coast Guard after 30 some odd years. Career man, And during that time, my mother tended to enjoy the fact that he was now retired. He was also, at the time, working as a manager of an apartment complex, and we lived there. Well, my parents had a party. They had all of their friends there. And as they were walking around after the initial party, as they were all hanging out in the house, my mother's walking up to every last one of them, leaning over and whispering, "Shh, don't tell Lee I'm drunk." I, at the time, was 11 years old, somewhere thereabouts. I was not a troublemaker. Don't go telling people lies.
You lie.
At any rate, I walked up behind her as she told 2 or 3 people. And I walked up behind her and I said quite loudly, "All right, Mom, I won't tell Dad you're drunk." To which I immediately got sent to my room. And that lasted all of about 5 minutes.
You should have got spanked.
Yeah. However, along that same period of time, my 2-year-old nephew was at the house,
Richard?
Richard. He was at the house and he was walking around to all the party guests going, sip, sip. And then they'd give him a sip. And then he'd go to the next one, sip, sip. Oh, about 45 minutes later, we have a drunk 2-year-old. And my parents couldn't figure out how in the hell a 2-year-old got drunk. And then all of a sudden, one by one, the guests were like, well, I did give him a sip of mine. And then another one would be, I gave him a sip of mine. And so on and so forth. And lo and behold, there I have a staggering nephew. And then he finally passes out. But it was a lot funnier than what I'm telling it as. But you can picture it, I'm sure.
I can. That's for sure.
I think it was hilarious. I think it was absolutely hilarious. But then again, that's because we got a weird family.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
You know.
I got a weird family too.
I don't know what I'm running for time. I can't read it.
You want to put everybody to sleep.
It's only been 25 minutes.
Ooh.
Wow. Well, maybe 35. I can't quite tell.
I got a drinking story.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. When I was a baby, and I mean a baby, I was sitting on my mother's lap at a kitchen table where my father had 4 sons before he married my mother. And they were there, and, 3 of them were there. And I was sitting there, and my mother had a drink. Next thing she knew, I had poured the glass down my throat. And they were like, oh my God, she drank that whole drink. She's gonna die. Oh my God. I mean, I was really young, and my mother never even thought I could do that. But to this day, I don't drink very much. I keep saying it's because I didn't like the taste.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Well, I don't.
Is that anything like at, what's his name's party? You getting drunk and sliding down the refrigerator?
It wasn't at a party. That was I had broken up with a guy, and the girls got me drunk. And they had me call this guy, and I slid down the refrigerator. But normally, and you know it, you little brat, I didn't say,
Go ahead, I'm going to get myself a do.
yeah, I didn't say I didn't drink at all, but I don't think I've had a drink in quite a little while. But it doesn't matter because I don't want it. I drink diet soda and water and tea and coffee. I know you needed to know that. Lee is now getting himself a do. When I said drink, it made him thirsty. Just wanted you to know that.
Okay. I'm back. And there's my do.
Aren't we happy?
I'd be happier if I could get the damn glue dot to stay inside the pen.
I bet you would.
Yeah, I would. Anyway, thank you, my dear.
You're welcome, my honey.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. So yes, after this live, Lenore and I will be figuring out what music.
After this, Wip Chat.
After this Wip Chat, yes.
Don't confuse people.
Don't.
You confuse people.
I'm confused enough. Don't confuse people, she says. After this Wip Chat, we will be figuring out what song she's going to sing. And then it might be a regular Wednesday night thing, or Tuesday night thing, excuse me, every week. What's tonight? Yeah, Tuesday, right? Yeah, it is Tuesday. Yeah, so I can't tell one day from the other anymore.
Wait,
Shush.
you're gonna kill me.
Uh-oh.
No, I just moved it with my foot. I'm sorry. This is not a good setup for me.
No, it is not. We're trying different setups to make it easier for you to hear her and for the camera to be out of the way so that my head doesn't keep blocking everything off.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm failing miserably. But that's okay. Just means I found one other way not to do it. Anyway.
So if you guys have to, Lee said that, if you guys think of any older songs you would like to hear me sing, if I know them, I'll try to sing them for you. If I don't, there's not much I can do. Remember, I'm 75, so and I was raised by old people that sang old songs. So if you think of anything you want to hear, just, send it in a comment. If I don't know it, I won't sing it, obviously. But if I do, I'll give it a try. Is that dangerous?
No.
Okay.
Why would it be dangerous?
Because I could have a heart attack trying to remember some of these songs.
Honey, you've got such a collection of songs as it is. It's
Well,
maybe during the live I'll show you the book.
there you go.
She's got plenty of them. And there's more that I have to, in this envelope here, that I don't know if you can see it or not. No, you can't really see it that well. But in this envelope here is a whole bunch of songs that I've got to look up and actually reprint.
Yep. Okay.
But other than that, I think that about does it. My health is, as I said, I have bronchitis. I am getting better. Lenore is doing well, considering. It's like anything else. You get older, you tend to do things like forget. Yes, she's giving me dirty looks.
Who was wondering what day it was now?
Well, I was waiting for you to come up with that one.
Well, I wouldn't have if you
It's
had.
about damn time. I fed it to you, for crying out loud.
I
Sheesh.
was trying to be nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. You nice to me?
True.
Please. Like that ever happens.
Oh my gosh. You are in such deep doo-doo.
All right, so, having said that, if I'm not available on the live tonight, please send condolence cards.
Oh.
Because I won't be around. She gonna kill me.
I miss you too much.
Yeah. But,
Have a great rest of your day, and please join us tonight.
yes, have a great day. Join us tonight. Please do not forget to hit the like button.
Please.
I like when I see likes. I likey. I likey.
Weirdy.
Yes, I am. I'm very weird, but that's okay. Of all the things I lost, I miss my mind the least.
Yes.
So, hey, don't be stealing my words. On that note, we will see you tonight. If not, we will see you next week. Or you will see us next week, actually, because I can't see you when I'm filming a Whip Chat. Sorry that this is a little bit short, but, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. See, there's the thumbs up. Bye.